Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Tuesday, December 25th, 2018, here with your free live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We do at least 3 free picks, and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate, Mele Kalikimaka, and all that kind of good stuff. So hopefully you guys are having a great day. I am getting Amazon Alexa set up. I didn't get it for Christmas or anything, but I ordered XM satellite radio, and they gave me one. And just been trying to get this thing set up for a couple hours. It should take about 2 minutes, right, for the normal person. Takes me a couple hours, but anyways, I don't want Alexa to do too much for me. But hopefully you guys are off to a great start to your day, having a great holiday if you're celebrating. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. No excuses. Holidays, we don't take days off. We don't do any of that stuff. All we do is free picks each and every day. Of course, our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com. Ever since we switched to this sync between Twitter and Facebook and YouTube all at the same time, never really got it down to a good system here as far as doing the show, but definitely working on it. But I was already at the beach this morning with my wife and with Sam, and somebody stole my sandals. It was a really nice way to start my holiday. My wife seems to think people sell them. I don't know why. I don't know how much they're going to get for my sandals. I think they were about $10 to begin with, and it has nothing to do with the money. It's like, those are my shoes. Nothing fun about that. I like those ones. So I went on Amazon, and I know the model that I have is discontinued, but I found 1 pair of the discontinued, and then I got 4 pair of the updated ones. So what I'll do is I'll wear the updated ones to the beach from now on, so if they steal them, they can steal those. And I'll wear the other ones most of the time. I wear sandals all the time. Never wear shoes, except when I'm working out or when I'm somewhere that's cold, which I avoid like the plague. But anyways, got NBA basketball going on today. We got college basketball from Honolulu. Just about a 15-minute plane ride from here. But yep, Mele Kalikimaka is what they say here for Christmas. I also say Merry Christmas. Of course, we're going to do at least 3 free picks. I got some premium picks in. I put some bowl picks in for tomorrow as well. Still working on those. Some of these bowl games are just, I'm going to pass on them. But I have picks on tons of them. Yeah, it is, according to my new Amazon Alexa, you can ask what the weather is. I believe it's about 76, 78 outside. There's still not light out, of course. See if I can find it here. It's easier to just go on the weather app and find it. I could see weather around the country. I have some other cities on my thing, but here's ours. Our weather forecast. 86, 86, 82, and 80. And right now it's pitch black outside, 67, but it felt like it was in the 70s. I was already out there at the beach. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always over at Sports Chat Expert. Brett's here. Hopefully you guys catch his fantasy that he does. I did trade. I used to live in Chicago, so I did trade. I came here on vacation actually around this time, this same time, About 5 or 6 years ago. This is here. So Chicago, looks like. 41 in New York. That's really not bad. 48 in Vegas. There it is, Chicago. Whew. 37, but really not bad by Chicago standards. When I lived in Chicago, there were months where it didn't get above zero. Anyways, we do have basketball today. We got the Knicks taking on the Bucks right out of the gate. Man, nothing says Christmas than like watching the Knicks get slaughtered on Christmas Day. I hate laying this many points, but I'll tell you, the Knicks are just punchless. They're just, every year the Knicks are on Christmas, and every year they get slaughtered. It's not like, they really get up for the Christmas game or anything like that. It's always a mismatch. They just always get bombed on Christmas. Is usually what happens. They get crushed. And I could see it happening here. Yeah, 40 in New Hampshire is warm, right, by New Hampshire standards. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm trying to get some more analysis for you on this Knicks game. I'm just waiting for these screens to come up. My internet is super slow. I bet it's this Amazon Alexa thing that's slowing it down, too. Got it at a snail's pace here. Okay, we'll cancel Amazon Alexa. That's what we'll do. Stupid ass thing. Anyways, the Knicks usually get slaughtered on Christmas. I'm trying to get to the games, but Amazon's hogging all my bandwidth. Yeah, the premium picks have been really good. I never sit here and pitch them or anything with the premium picks. And, we have hot runs, we have cold runs, we have, but these are the games that I consider my best bets. That's it. People ask me all the time, what's the difference between the premium picks and the free picks? The premium picks are the games I feel strongest about. But you guys know, on the live show, we've gone through heaters, where it's like we haven't lost, right? And it's like my premium picks, some days it feels like we can never catch a break. So you never really know, but I always feel that my premium picks are the games that I'm betting, and those are the ones I feel strongest about. But back to this Bucks-Knicks game, I finally got it up. The Knicks just 2-8 against the number in their last 10. The Bucks 5-4 against the number in the last 10, 7-3 straight up. The Bucks 6-8 though, straight up on the road, 6-8 against the spread on the road, 8-7 straight up against the number on the road. But the Knicks just 6-9 against the number at home, and 4-11 straight up. 54% of the public money here is on the Knicks, but the line has moved in the opposite direction sharply. This game went from 5.5 to 9.5, and I think because a lot of people thought that Porzingis would be back, but he's not going to be back until a while now, until at least another month or so, more than that. So without Porzingis in there, the Knicks really, they don't have much. And I'll tell you, I think the Bucks just absolutely roll over and crush them. I think they want to get the hell out of there. New York at Christmas time is awesome. I would say Christmas Day it's okay, but like that time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's awesome. But after Christmas, through New Year's, I say run, Forrest, run. Get the hell out of there. And I think that's what the Bucks are going to do. I think they're going to just crush the Knicks and get the hell out of town. I like the Bucks in this one. I'm going to lay the 9.5 points. That'll be my first pick for today's show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets over at sportschatplace.com. Premium Plus. Sportschatexperts.com. You can use the code SANTA15, Santa15. I believe tomorrow we're rolling out our new website design. So that should be interesting. I'm sure you guys will have plenty to help me with as far as that goes, to tell me what you like and what you don't like. One thing I always like about our audience is that you guys are never shy about letting me know how you feel, and I appreciate that. Sometimes more than others, but Usually you guys are spot on. A lot of times you guys request things that just aren't possible, which is okay. I do the same thing. I ask for things I can't have all the time. But some of the things that you guys request is just, the cost is really why we can't do them. The feasibility, I know, for ESPN and places like that, they get it done, but there are certain things that are just going to be better at us then. We just have to accept it. Of course, we do free picks on every single game, every single day, and I don't think anybody does that better than we do. We've been doing it the longest. Everybody else saw what happened here, and then they copied us. But by the time that happened, it was too late. It's funny, I talked to one of the guys from one of the biggest sites out there, and he's like, man, what would happen, if this, and I'm like, it already happened, and I was the one that did it. He was worried about, someone from the outcome with all the sports betting stuff going on. All these new companies that are going to be in our space.
Supervise received an important update and will restart. It will be ready again shortly.
My Amazon Alexa has got an important update and it's going to restart. I wonder how you turn the volume off on that thing. It's already annoying me. It doesn't even work yet. Hey Alexa, who's going to win the next game? We should ask Siri. Hey Siri, who's going to win the next game?
Hello, Mitch.
Who's going to win the next game?
According to my sources, the odds favor the Bucks over the Knicks by 10 points.
Who do you think is going to cover the spread in the Knicks game?
I'm hearing that the Bucks are favored to defeat.
No help whatsoever. Sometimes she'll say, you know better than I do. But she didn't say it that time. Anyways, maybe she thinks I don't. Anyways, let's get to another pick. Sixers up against the Celtics in Boston. It's total in this one is set at 221.5. I like the under in this one. I expect these two teams to hammer each other. I know these two teams know each other pretty well. And remember last year they played in the playoffs. But I expect the scoring to be kind of at a minimum in this one. When we look back at recent games between these two teams, which isn't not coming up so fast. Wow. I guess it doesn't really matter. I just think that, when two teams know each other this well, it comes, generally the games are low scoring. And when we look at the recent meetings between these two teams, we go back to the earlier meeting this year, 105-87. That one was in Boston, and that was a couple months ago, though. It was at the beginning of October, and then middle of October, so right when the season started. But then we look back at the playoff series last year. The final game was 126. But before that, 103-92, 101-98, that was in overtime, 108-103, 117-101, 89-80, 114-103, 108-97, and 102-92. So outside of that one playoff game, the series finale last year in their playoff game, 9 of the last 10 meetings have been way underneath this 221.5 for the Celtics and the Sixers. I don't know, 9 out of 10? We'll take those odds any day. I'll take the under in the Celtics-Sixers game. That'll be my second pick for today's show. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. Our best bets always on sportschatexpert.com. John Paul Lamb, do you ever take any days off? Nope. I never take a day off. Ever. Which is what makes us different. The other guys make excuses. Oh, well, I was doing this, I was doing that. I've done this show from airports. I've done this show from Walmart. I've done this show from Target. I've done this show walking down the Vegas Strip. I've done this show from outside my house. I've done the show inside my house. I've done the show. Boy, we've done it everywhere. Costco. We've done it. We've done it while playing slot machines. We've done it while shooting craps. We've done it from sports books. Done it at restaurants, eating dinner. We've done it everywhere. So, we never take a day off. It doesn't matter where we're at. We always find a way to get it done. Sometimes we have to do it, 3 separate shows or 2 separate shows. But, anyways, let's take a look at some of these college games from Honolulu. Just a short 15-minute plane ride away from where I'm sitting right now. Of course, the way air travel works these days, you got to be at the airport, longer before the flight than the flight takes, right? And then, just doesn't even make a lot of sense. Let's look at this game between UNLV and Bucknell. And UNLV is laying 3 in this thing. And Bucknell 5-6 coming in. UNLV 6-5. Not a great UNLV team this season, that's for sure. But I just think that they play in that Mountain West Conference. I think they're just a little tougher than Bucknell. UNLV losers to Indiana State, 84-79. They're 2.5-point favorites in that game. In the first game, they were 1.5-point dogs to Hawaii. They beat them. Meanwhile, Bucknell beat Rhode Island in their opener, 84-82. They were 5.5-point dogs, and they were 12.5-point dogs against TCU in their last game, and they got absolutely stomped. But I'm going to take UNLV in this one. And that'll be our 3rd pick for today's show. I didn't give out any college in the premium, so we'll do one more pick. If I can get it to work. That Amazon Alexa, I think, is hogging my bandwidth. That's what's going on here. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Happy holidays to you. Those of you that joined us late, we went through it already. We did the whole Merry Christmas or, whatever holiday you are celebrating or aren't celebrating. We said it in Hawaiian, Mele Kaliki Maka. And we give out some free picks. And we're trying to give out one more if the bandwidth will allow it. So, Colorado up against Charlotte. Colorado laying 14.5 points in this thing. Charlotte stinks, man. They're just absolutely terrible. We recap at the end of the show, all the picks. Pretty selfish to expect us to stop the show for one person. There's 116 people on YouTube. Got another 100 on Facebook and Twitter. But we'll just stop for one person because they're late. If you sign up for those notifications, you'll get notified every time we go live. Charlotte's just absolutely terrible. They got blown out by TCU in the first game. They were getting 20.5. It wasn't good enough for them. Colorado hasn't covered in either of their 2 games either. And to be honest, the Pac-12 has been pretty terrible. But 14.5 against, isn't going to get it done for Colorado because both these teams can't play any defense, or for Charlotte. But Charlotte's offense just isn't even close. They're not even in the ballpark. I expect to see Colorado just be able to score at will in this thing and to be, about the same defensively. But their offense is just so much more athletic and so much better than Charlotte. So you guys generally know I don't like laying a ton of points, but I will in this one. I'll take Colorado. That'll be our 4th and final pick of today's show. I took Colorado. We took UNLV, minus the points. We took the Milwaukee Bucks, and we took the under in the Celtics-Sixers game. Those are our picks for today. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day with your family or with whoever you're spending the day with. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow when we're kind of getting back to business, with college football bowl games, and we got a big card of NBA tomorrow. Still no college hoops, but that will get rolling soon enough. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.